Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for tuning in and watching the Cypress Sports Show, brought to you by Coach's Corner, your go-to spot before and after the game. I'm Jeff Russell here with Marissa Slevcove. Coach, our last show of Season 4. That's crazy. We're going to go into Season 5. We're going to celebrate some athletes and Scholar Athletes of the Year. And, of course, we'll check in with Marissa in our Destination Jiu-Jitsu segment, Kruisin with Krebs. Exciting time now, CIF playoffs. What do we got going on?
All right, the baseball team, they have won the Crestview League outright after their sweep of El Medina last week. They're headed to the playoffs on Thursday in Division 1. What does that say over there, Coach? You read it?
In Division 1?
Division 1. In the first round of Division 1, headed out to Los Osos. We are the 18 seed. Los Osos is the 14 seed. I think that's what it is, something like that, because they're a higher seed. They get to host the first round game, even though we are both league champions. In fact, there's 27 teams in Division 1. 19 of them are league champions.
Yeah, so different from before. When we used to, you win the league, you would get a home game. That's out now with the ranking system. Just the higher team gets it, at least in the first round. But the problem with our draw, of course, is a win in this game sets up the matchup with the team you don't really want to play until the finals, Corona.
Right. The Corona's the number 1 team, so I brain farted there. We're the 16 seed. Los Osos is the 15 seed. That's why we would go and play the number 1 seed who has a bye, Corona. At Corona, they automatically get their home game for their first game, and then it goes, whoever has the least amount of home games gets to host like traditional Sled or the coin flip.
But that game at Corona, I mean, they're a pretty loaded team. We got to get by Los Osos first. They're ranked ahead of us. And I'm sure that'll be tough on the road. But given that we get past that game, that second round game against them, I mean, it'll be fun to watch that game. But, man, they're loaded.
For sure. We obviously got to get there. We played Los Osos in the fall. Los Osos is big. They're strong and physical. They're offensive. They beat us up in the fall. And now we got to play them first round of the playoffs out at their place. Remember the last time we played at Los Osos?
I do.
2005, Cypress played Los Osos in the semifinals. In our first CIF championship, we beat them in the semis behind Mike Morrison pitching. And the guy who was on the mound for Los Osos that day, Travis Kelly, is now Los Osos head coach. Yeah. So small world, and it's been a long time. And this will be the first time Coach Weber's been back to Los Osos as well since that game when he was an assistant coach in 2005. All right, the softball team.
We'll just end it right there. We won't talk about the end of that.
Yeah, right.
Leave it right there.
Leave it there. The softball team beat Pacifica last week 1-0 in 9 innings to claim a share of the Crestview League title. They also make the Division I playoffs. And the girls head to El Segundo on Thursday. I think this is where we're the 18 seed. We play the 13 seed. If we get by El Segundo, then we could likely get the number 3 seed, Orange Lutheran. So our girls, awesome game on last Tuesday against Pacifica, 9 innings. Makayla Bishop made these unbelievable catches in center field. We had a double play from third to first to home to get a girl out, and it was a phenomenal atmosphere. The football team, the baseball team was out there, lots of people cheering on the team, exciting game, and they earned it, certainly. I think they ran off 6 in a row in league to get a share of the title.
Yeah, they're hot, right? And that's the key to going into the playoffs, and going into the playoffs when you're on a roll. They're on a roll right now. Get by this game, then you're going to have to play your best in Division I, in baseball or softball. It doesn't matter. You are playing the best teams. It is really like the major leagues in Division I, and then everybody else below that's kind of, no offense to anyone below that, but really it's not the major leagues.
Right. The system of CIF now is 400 and something schools in the CIF Southern section. Division I, baseball, softball, and every other sport. Division I in baseball is the top 27 teams. In softball, it's the top 32 teams out of 400 and something schools. Yeah. And our baseball and softball team are in there with the best of the best. So best of luck to Coach Thompson, Coach Dole, and all the girls on Thursday at El Segundo. If they win on Thursday, then they play on Saturday. Quick turnaround rather than waiting through the weekend. In track and field, they participated in the CIF prelims on Saturday out at Trabuco Hills. Division I. Also, congratulations to Tamani Allen for advancing to the CIF finals in the shot put, and Katrina Sokolowski for advancing in the high jump. Finals are out in Moore Park this Saturday. Boys golf, we had 3 golfers compete in the CIF Southern Section Divisionals. Eric Shin, Taylor Reeser, and John Padilla played on Monday out at Los Serranos. Unfortunately, none of them qualified to the CIF finals. The cut was just +1, so they missed out on that on a tough course out there. The swim team, Josh Park, just a freshman, set the school record in the 100-meter butterfly at CIF finals last week, so congratulations to Josh. Broke a 10-year-old record now. And now the badminton team, they beat Lakewood last Friday, and then they beat South Pasadena on Monday to advance to the CIF semifinals, which we will host Redlands on Wednesday.
Very cool. Well, hey, a lot of good stuff as always. And, Coach, it's that time for our Destination Jiu-Jitsu segment, Kruisin with Krebs. But, I mean,
Final destination.
this is the
Final
final
one.
destination. I mean, I'm kind of getting sad. I mean, it's not like we haven't been without her before, but now this is going to be really like without Krebs. So
Final.
Could you imagine today she's not here? Oh, wait, no, she is here.
Hey guys,
up?
don't cry just yet.
Not
This is
yet.
the last
Not
one.
yet.
Okay, so this week I interviewed all seniors, and it was, what are your plans after high school? What are you looking forward to about summer? Like, what do you, like, just plans for when you're done. And we have a lot of, like, continuing to play sports, jobs, hang out, vacations, all that fun stuff. But it's just kind of nice getting to talk to everybody and seeing how excited everyone is to graduate. And we also got to talk to Miss Brown and Miss Kovar about, your favorite part of the class of 2025. So that was pretty cool. I really like this week's episode. It's pretty special. So.
Nice.
Who's got the best job? Who's got the most fun job out there?
I heard someone wanted to work at Morongo's. That
They
was
must be
definitely
18.
interesting.
Yeah. You got any vacations? Anything going?
Someone said Puerto Rico.
What about you?
So
Are
for
you
me,
going anywhere?
for me, I'm going to Cabo. So I'm really excited to do that.
cool.
I'm going to Cabo with my sister and my mom. So that'll be fun to,
That'll be really fun.
not tan but burn.
Yeah.
Someone to go for that. So.
Nice. Well,
Yeah.
our last one.
Our last one. It's been fun. It's been a great time cruising with you guys. But let's check out the last episode. It's time for Cruising with Krebs. I'm here with William Masanja, the William Masanja record breaker over here. I'm here with Chase Morales. I'm here with John Short and Kieran, and the question is, what are your and Tyler? I'm here with Tyler White, and the question is, what are your plans after high school? What are you looking forward to?
I'm going to go to Cypress College, play 2 years baseball, and then I'm looking forward to make some money and party all summer.
I'm going to STSU. I'm gonna be at the beach all day, just party it up.
I'm gonna go to college, probably join like a bunch of frats, go to Cal State Fullerton with my boy Jace,
Alright, so my plan at the high school is, I'm gonna attend Cal State Fullerton, and I'm gonna become an executive VIP at the Morongo Casino.
Fire.
I'm going to Puerto Rico.
Looking forward to summer and college and just meeting new people at college.
I'm ready to get a job, work hard, and just party.
Fire! What's up, guys? I'm here with Principal Brown and Ms. Kovar, and the question is, what is your favorite part about the class of 2025 leaving?
For me, I don't have a favorite part because this has been one of my best years as an admin for 14 years, and so I'm gonna miss you all, and if I had my way, I'd fail you all so you all have to come back and I can have you for one more year. So I have nothing good to say that you're leaving. I'm sad and I'm gonna miss you all very much.
And while I don't necessarily want you to leave, my favorite part is getting to see all of you achieve your dreams, because I'm hearing about all the amazing things that you're going to do after high school, and I want to say, I knew them, and I'm going to come back and ask you for your signatures when you're all famous later. So I'm just proud of all of you and super excited.
And she too is going to achieve her dreams because she's about to be Dr. Brown, right?
It's true.
So let's go.
I'm working on it. I know what it's like to have homework.
All right, guys, it's been an honor cruising with you guys. This is the last and final episode. Krebs out.
Aww.
All right, today we welcome our Athletes of the Year, Vince Partington and Makayla Bishop, and our Scholar Athletes of the Year, Jackson Houston and Alexis Schober. Thanks for being here.
Of course, glad to be here.
What's up, Vince? Well, congrats on the accomplishment. I mean, looking back over your 4 years, when you first came into Cypress, any thought that you would be the athlete and Scholar Athletes of the Year?
I thought it took 2 sports, and I didn't know that I was going to do 2 sports coming into because flag was new. So honestly, I didn't think about it at all.
Yeah, I didn't have a thought like I probably won't do it. It's got to be a 2-sport person. Vince, 1-sport guy. Any thought of like I could be the athlete of the year someday?
I had no idea.
Didn't even know what
Didn't
had
even
it.
know about it.
Yeah. It's kind of nicer when you don't even know, right?
Yeah,
Like,
it surprised me.
yeah.
Felt good.
It's. I mean, if you look back at the history of Cypress and look at the athletes of the year, it actually really is a good accomplishment to be named that. So feel proud about it, even though you didn't know about it. And then to be the Scholar Athlete, you not only got to be a really good athlete, you got to be smart. Oh, Slevcove was questioning that a few minutes ago, but you got to be.
For one of them,
Just
yeah.
one of them.
We didn't say who, but you got to do a lot to be able to do both things, right? Tough.
Yeah, it's tough at times. You just gotta find the right balance of making sure you do sports and you make sure you get home, do your academics and stuff like that.
It's not like your parents would be like upset if you didn't do well.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Did you guys ever find yourselves letting your guard down with class at all over 4 years? Or were you just locked in, focused all the time?
This year was kind of hard because it's our senior year, so I wanted to do things, but I also had to get my work done. Yeah, but over the other years, like especially last year, I had to lock in. That's like the most important year.
Right, no doubt. What's been the biggest thing you all four have had to overcome over the course of your 4 years here? Vince, let's start over there.
Wow, probably just the grades. Just finding that study time to do it, homework.
Right, when you're wrestling, and you wrestle year round, so obviously that occupies a lot of your afternoons, a lot of your evenings. You gotta stay focused and continue to study, continue to stay focused on your classes, in addition to obviously working extremely hard at wrestling. How about you, Makayla?
I think just focusing on being the best at your sport and like just trying to just like earn your spot and like be committed to what you're doing because it goes by fast and like just knowing that it's only 4 years and once it's over it's like done. So just stay focused at it the whole time.
Same.
For me, I feel like the hardest part was kind of just trying to balance of doing stuff I want to do and doing stuff that like benefits my future. Because like I love like playing basketball and hanging out with my friends, but I also have to do like stuff that benefits myself, my future, like academics and stuff like that.
Right, you're involved in ASB and district ambassador. It takes up a lot of time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
for sure.
I'd have to agree. Finding that balance is hard because I want to go and do things, but I also know like if I want to go to a good school in the future, I have to make sure I lock in and do my homework and all that. But then also, I have to agree with Makayla. Like staying like focused and dedicated is hard because sometimes it gets hard and you just kind of want to give up, but you have to see like past that.
Were you guys involved in other things besides athletics? So I mean, ASB obviously is ambassador. What about you guys? Just strictly athletics? Did you do other things, involved in a club or anything else?
I was in physics club.
Physics club?
Yes, we ran events, like the boat races. Yeah, I was running that, and then other events, and then also in UNICEF. That's like a club for children across the world.
Nothing else? Just chilling. All right, well, let's get to the academic.
They weren't chilling,
people.
Coach. They weren't chilling. They were working hard.
Jackson, you carry a 4.24 GPA. Alexis a 4.39. That's what we had. Maybe it's right or wrong. I know. She got you. Yeah, it's right for
She
you,
got me.
right?
Hey, it's all right. Next time.
Which is really unreal. I mean, to do that well obviously takes a lot of time and effort. So Cypress is not only a great place for athletics, it's hard. Like I'm through all the campuses and I hear all the time how hard it is here academically. And I've heard from teachers that leave and teachers that come here, the amount of prep that they have to do to make sure the students, because there is a standard set at Cypress. So for you to get that high of a GPA and be successful in athletics, really it's not easy in the classroom. So what kinds of things did you look back on those things to get to where you are today, being the scholar athlete?
You go first.
All right. So like, what kind of like sacrifices?
Yeah, sacrifices are just things you have to change, or just decisions you made to get to the point. Opportunity cost and trade-off, right? Your econ teacher, maybe, I don't know. Did you have either one of them? No.
I got both of them right now, but
they don't show up.
No, they show up, but
Okay.
well, physically.
Okay, cool. Well, you got to make choices, right?
Yeah.
So, to get to where you are academically, what was it like in those 4 years?
Okay, so I kind of just like, I see it as you kind of choose who you want to be. Like, I came into high school, I don't want to be just every other guy. So, like, it's kind of bad to say, but I wanted like better for myself. So I decided to like challenge myself with courses and playing sports. Like, I didn't really play sports before, or I wasn't playing a sport before high school started. But then I started up basketball in the summer, and I stuck with it. So for me, it's just like choosing who I wanted to be and then getting through doing that.
In the beginning of the 4 years, like I knew where I wanted to go, so I made sure to take like challenging classes. So then those like prep you for the next one, and then also I took courses over the summer. So giving up some of your summer and doing some courses that also helped. Yeah.
Nice.
All right, Vince, tell us about your career here at Cypress. You've dominated. You're CIF champion this year, Masters champion this year. What's been the driving force behind your perseverance in wrestling?
I just wanted to each year to set new goals. And this year was just a place to stay, but that didn't happen. But it was a good year.
Did your goals change each year as a freshman to sophomore?
Yeah, it was just like the postseason, or what I guess you'd say, like just to get farther and farther.
And you did that, right? You've been a league champion 4 years in a row. Last year you were runner-up in CIF, or third place. Runner-up or third place? Runner-up, right? And then you win CIF this year, so certainly little steps each year, and you've come a long ways.
Yeah.
Who's more surprised in your success, your mom or your dad, or neither?
Probably my mom.
Yeah? Oh, man. Who's more proud?
Probably my mom.
Well, Makayla, 2 sports, as you said, right? Didn't go in thinking 2 sports, but all league in flag football, MVP in softball. For not going in and playing 2 sports, pretty good accomplishment to start off right away. What does it take to be a multi-athlete and multi-sport athlete and be successful?
It was easier because obviously they're split up 2 different seasons. So I kind of like the year round, having practice for one thing and doing another, because to me flag was more of a hobby and something that I enjoyed to do. I enjoy softball, but it was something new, something fun.
Yeah.
But honestly, I just being knowing that I could compete with the competition, and knowing that I could do things that other girls were doing, just kind of made me more willing to want to be the best and want to be good at it. Just knowing, coming in freshman year, I was kind of just flying under the radar, whatever. But then now I kind of know oh, okay, it's, you know what I mean, just knowing that you can compete with the other competition is fun.
All right, all 4 of you here, can you guys pinpoint one memory, one moment that's been the most memorable athletically over your 4 years?
I would say for flag football, us winning the first ever league championship. That was so cool with my favorite teammates.
Oh, she left you hanging.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I was
Worried,
worried.
so cold.
Favorite teammate, wow.
She was pointing at me.
What do you got, Jack?
For this year, it's definitely probably the La Habra game, where Hayden Roberts hit the game winner. That was just a really electrifying game. It was a senior night too, so it was just really cool to have that memory.
That was a nominee on
That was a
Cypress
nominee.
Weekly, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ours was, mine was just our recent game versus Pacifica. That was my favorite because it was 9 innings, walk off, and it was kind of just a big game. And we thought it was going to be our last, so I think it was more emotionally.
Who scored the winning
exciting.
run in that game?
Me.
Who made a couple of diving, game-saving catches in center field?
Me.
Obviously.
Vince?
Probably freshman year. We all after late we all went to CIF, and it was just we didn't do too well, but it was just a fun trip. Like the hotel, everything. It was fun people.
There you go. It's not always about the wins and losses, but it's about the experience with your boys.
We usually say that you'll find over time that it's more about your teammates and things like that than the rest of that stuff. So that's awesome. Anything you guys would change in your 4 years here, or any advice you would give to your freshman self?
I would tell my freshman self to get involved more early on, because I feel like I got more involved junior, senior year, but if I was doing that freshman, sophomore year, I think it'd be better.
I agree. Same thing with me. I feel like I started junior year, and I just wish I kept that same mentality freshman and sophomore year.
I would just probably say be more confident in yourself and your abilities, and not just shy all the time. Get yourself out there, meet new people, and try new things.
Probably locking on the grades.
Yeah. Never a bad idea. All right, well, you guys have all been on the show, I think, right? Before, so you know the deal at the end. We got the fast action questions. Don't think about it. Vince, we're going to start your way.
Jackson
That's
been
my
on.
first time.
Yeah,
I know.
it's your first. Yeah,
I'm a
this is.
newbie.
Oh.
Yeah.
I counted it.
Well, he's got to go first then. He goes
I don't like this. No.
I
Okay.
counted it
He goes
last
first every
week,
time.
even though
Yeah,
he was
right,
taking
right.
the AP test and wasn't in there. So.
Okay.
All right, we'll start with Vince and roll this way each
Okay,
time.
ready.
So, ready? Over here.
Okay.
Don't look, Vince.
Stop cheating over there, Vince.
Vince, here. Was there a class or teacher that had a big impact on your success?
Last year, Mr. Lumber, anatomy.
Solid.
Probably Miss Freed in anatomy. She just was really involved in softball and
Nice.
loved it.
Jeez, this is hard. Can I choose multiple?
Sure.
Okay.
Don't name everybody in the school, but yeah.
Okay, I'll name 5. I'm just kidding. Ms. Shamas, she's a really good teacher. And a lot of my history teachers, Cobley was really good, Mr. Reader.
I would say Mr. Fall last year for class.
Very cool. All right, Vince, college major you're excited about? You have one picked?
It's business management, probably.
All right.
Child development.
Political science.
I mean, civil engineering.
Yep.
Good gravy, that's freaking hard. Holy mackerel. One thing you can't wait to do after graduation.
Sleep it.
Yeah, that's always a popular one.
Probably throw everything in my backpack in the trash.
Oh.
Yeah. Just sleep.
Hang out with my friends.
Solid. A skill you'd like to learn in the future?
Any examples?
Hey, can be anything that you've never learned, you're like,
Learn how to sew.
someday I want to do that.
I want to become a better cook.
Okay, yeah, perfect. I like that.
I'd want to learn how to surf.
Solid.
Probably cooking too. That's a really good one.
I want to be better at guitar.
Very good. 5 years from now, what are you doing on a Tuesday morning at 10 a.m.?
Probably at the gym.
Probably eating breakfast.
Kind of just anything?
Yeah.
I don't know, on vacation, in Hawaii, just
solid.
Sipping on the train.
Yeah, living in Hawaii.
Yeah. All right.
I would say.
Civil engineering, you're still studying.
Studying.
Yeah,
Still in
studying at 10 a.m.
What's more likely to happen, a Nobel Prize for you or Olympic gold medal? We're over here, Vince.
Probably a Nobel Prize.
That boy.
Okay.
Wait, I don't know.
An Olympic gold medal.
Solid.
A Nobel Prize.
Nobel Prize.
Awesome. Something from high school you're going to miss?
Mr. Slevcove.
No.
Oh, yeah, that's a great answer.
Probably just games and practices every day after school.
Nice.
Definitely the basketball team, the bond that we had.
I would say lunch. I love sitting with my friends at lunch. It's so fun.
One thing you're not gonna miss.
Waking up early.
I agree on that one.
Waking up early.
Yeah.
What would I miss?
Math class with Jackson.
Not gonna miss that.
Not gonna miss.
Not at all.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say her, but now that's like rude. So I think I'll just say like studying.
Studying. All right. Anything else you guys want to add? Any goodbyes? Nope.
Bye.
All right. Hey.
Bye.
Thanks to our athlete and scholar athletes of the year. You guys did a great job. Enjoyed having you guys in the 4 years and watch you guys grow. Congratulations on all your success, and good luck to you in the future.
Thank you so much for having us.
All right, well, thanks again to our athletes, the Scholar Athletes of the Year. Unbelievable group, Coach.
They did
a lot
great.
of success. Thanks to our sponsors, Destination Jiu-Jitsu and Coach's Corner. We've run through that time with those sponsors. We're going to have some new sponsors next year. Maybe a new format of how we do some things.
It's been 4 years. You can't continue to do the same thing.
You got to
Jump the
keep
shark.
changing, right?
Yeah.
You got to change. You got to grow. So we're going to make some changes, right? So we're going to be out and about. We might be traveling. We might have a traveling circus, a show. I mean, we could
Maybe
be.
we'll go visit all the people that watch us. We'll be out.
Yeah.
In Minnesota.
Could be there.
Texas.
Yeah.
And Anaheim.
Joey's house in Anaheim, maybe. Is he there? Like, we'll find a couple places. We'll do maybe on location. We're looking for some new sponsors as well. So, if you got 50 or so cents, I mean, we might hook you up. With
Doesn't
some
take much
sponsors.
to sponsor
It
us.
does not take much. But we are going to have some new stuff next year. So make sure that you tune in. This is the last of season 4. 4 years already of doing the show. We'll be on to season 5 next year. Really going to have some exciting things. Hopefully get a lot of athletes involved, and then have you guys obviously there to support us. So thanks to everybody. Coach, you got anything to add?
It's been great 4 years. We've come across a lot of great athletes, great stories, great seasons over our time.
Yeah.
Looking forward to doing more.
Thanks to all the athletes. Thanks to Pfeiffer for his segment of 5'4" earlier in the year, 54 with 5'4" something. Thanks to Krebs for her work on Kruisin with Krebs. As always, thanks to Mr. Delgado and his crew for all the work they do behind the scenes, editing, doctoring up footage, whatever it is that they do for us on a daily. We really appreciate that. Thanks to all the teachers out there for supporting athletics and being a part of it. We appreciate you as well. And good luck to all the coaches as they finish up their CIF year. And with that, have a great summer, and we'll see you guys back in the fall for season 5.